All right. It says we're live, but I am going to make it officially live.
Oh, that's a great sound. That's a
That's
great sound.
good old-fashioned American sound right there.
Is that a beer?
Yes, it is a beer.
Oh, that's
It's
beautiful.
It's a Block 15 sticky hands.
Oh, sticky hands. That's a good one.
It's good to go to. Can't go
Can't go wrong
wrong.
with it. Yeah, can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah, just a staple in the IPA community. You can always bet on it. I'd say like this volatile substance from Von Ebert can always count on that one as well.
Yeah, Von Ebert makes some quality beers.
Mm.
Can't go wrong.
And I need the alcohol to kill all the
Germs.
bacteria and viruses that are in my body right now. all the syphilis and chlamydia and the common cold, of course.
Of course.
That's the one that's really showing itself right now, showing its teeth. But glad to be chatting with you. I wish that it wouldn't have been such a long hiatus, and that I would have been joining you guys in Central Oregon.
I know, dude. We missed you there. We did. It would have been
the
a lot
Dagger
of fun
League fantasy football draft.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it sounds like we had a way better time than you did at the beach. So
yeah,
or camping.
I think it was just like all the stars aligning into like, hey, this weekend was just not meant to be. It was like, I'm trying to think of the order of operation. So every year we go camping and at the same spot, and we booked it maybe in April, May, June, I don't know. It was before I decided to join the fantasy football league.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'll be in your guys' league, but I'm not going to be able to make the draft. And so I had to auto draft the team. Already knew that going in. Then you guys say, oh yeah, and then we're going to go out to Central Oregon and have the draft out there and play golf.
Got a house.
And do just all the great things that you do on a fantasy football trip.
Yep.
And I went camping instead, and I ended up getting sick. 2, I showed up on Friday when it was like in the middle of it raining, because that's what happens in mid-August in Oregon, right?
Of course.
We're just going to rain.
One weekend it decides to rain.
Yeah. Why it
was actually not raining in Bend.
Well, I'm just stoked for you, dude.
Actually, a little bit Saturday morning before tea time, but not at all.
That's just to help the course, though. That's God's little kiss for you guys to make the course a little bit more saturated for you. So yeah, Friday got to the campsite. I had to scramble to get things set up, and then we all had to hang out like under the tarp for the entire day on Friday because it just wouldn't stop raining. Like there got some points during Friday where I'm just like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like I'm like, yeah, I enjoy being with y'all, but I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And then
it was nice and sunny on Friday for us.
Yeah, again, great. Stoked for you guys. And what was it? And then so Saturday, Saturday was dry pretty much the whole day. But I woke up sick on Saturday, and there was a family, one campsite next to us, that decided, hey, let's bring our 1-year-old camping. And so at like
that's terrible
5 a.m. on Saturday, and it would do that, and then it would like stop for 20 seconds. And so I'd be lying there. I'm like, okay, I think we're in the clear. And then just start bitching and moaning again. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I am about to lose my fucking mind. So I think on Saturday, a day that is great for sleeping in August, I was up at 7 a.m. and Yeah, and then the fantasy draft happened on Saturday. I have no idea what's going on. I quite frankly think that someone might have sabotaged my draft, and you guys had something to do with this.
No one sabotaged it.
I don't think in the history of auto picks, I have ever seen a worse draft in my life. Like,
to be fair, your wide receivers are stacked.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's stacked. Like it should be when you spend 9 of your first 10 picks on receivers. Yeah, you should have a stacked wide receiver room.
Did your breakfast at least come out all right? That was the one thing you're in charge of.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it was edible. Food was made.
I was going to say, because your sister was giving you shit about that. So,
well,
what are you making, Joe?
What are you going to make? I'm going to make the most basic shit I can make: pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon. We're done here.
Without anything getting rained on?
No. Again, Saturday morning, the whole day Saturday, luckily was good enough. But yeah, and then just the getting sick thing, man. Like that just
real bummer.
Yeah, and I love my family, but this camping trip has like 24 people on it, like 14 adults, 10 kids or something like that. And I swear, every kid but one kid, they were all trying to one up each other to see who could be more annoying to their parents. And so it was just a lot of like, stop it. Hey, don't do that. Be nice then. Stop that. Hey, don't talk to me like that. Like the whole
you were about to lose it the whole time.
Oh my God. Yeah. There was literally like one kid the whole trip. We're like, she's cool. The rest of you, we're sending you down the river at the end of this camp trip. We're done with you.
Yeah. That's no fun. Yeah, we definitely missed you out there on the old links. I played my best golf, I will say, ever.
God damn right you did.
Yeah. And I was at when we played Meadow Lakes on Prineville.
Okay.
Was probably my best round ever / luckiest. Because some of the shots I hit were just like I couldn't do that again if I tried. Just weird bounces, crazy luck of not hitting anything, getting over bunkers and rolling out. It was just but we played like a scramble. It was me and Tyler versus Kyle and Smitty.
Mm-hmm.
And we won that one.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it was.
Any cash at stake here?
No, just beers.
Just beers.
Yeah, just beers.
I'll bring the beers.
Had a nice 9 at the Old Back 9 on Thursday, and then played the challenge course at so par 3s and par 4s at what was it? The course in Redmond.
The Eagle Crest?
Yeah, Eagle Crest.
The challenge course, eh?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Like it's basically like a Summerfield times 2 because it's 18 holes.
Yeah,
Summerfield's an executive course, so yeah, you're only doing par 3s, par 4s the entire time. But
yeah, I mean, it was the cheaper of the courses. It was like $56 for plus, I guess, cart. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, the resort course and the Ridge course were both like $100 each.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Central Oregon. Maybe it was like last week and like living in there, and it's like I'm fine with Portland and what they charge for the most part for some of the tee times out there. But yeah, the tee times in Bend, like in Central Oregon, every weekend, it's like every course is at least $100 and almost. It seems like at least
the most I've ever
spent. That's just for the green fees. Like,
yeah, it's the most I've ever spent on golf, and I'm not good enough to spend that much money on golf. Yeah, luckily I was like, I had a couple like decent days and wasn't just shanking left and right all the time. So
well, that's good. Whenever you go do any sort of vacation, destination, time off golf, you just want to be able to enjoy it, especially courses. It's not like you play them regularly. Like,
yeah.
That's the one thing. Like when I played Brasada Ranch 2 or 3 years ago, that's all I was asking. I was like, dude, if I'm paying this much for a fucking tee time, I better play a round that I'm end up being happy with.
Yeah.
And I was able to walk away with just that. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
Get this. Only one Golden Tee in Bend. One Golden Tee machine in Bend, and we found
That's
it.
a problem.
And it
That's a
wasn't
problem.
even on the. It wasn't on the website.
Where was it?
It was at it was called Hideaway Bar.
I see it now. The Hideaway of Bend,
But
Oregon.
they had a second location, which they moved the Golden Tee to the second location. We didn't know, but
so
they
did
moved.
You go to the one location and then they're like, "Oh no, you need to go to the other one."
They were like, "Oh, I think they moved it to the other one." Like we met originally at that location because it's a dope bar with a ton of TVs, like sofas right in front of it. And then I remember playing it there before, and she was like, "I think that they moved it to the new one." And then that night, after we had gotten done going to this like tap room, we took a Uber over there, and we got nice and rowdy over there. The only thing that sucked about it was the Golden Tee was in the back next to the slot machines, like stuck in the back. So like there was no room. And if anyone was playing slots like they were on, I think Friday night, oh my God, it was just, we were like single file line, like all behind each other, like getting ready to take a turn. And we only got one game in each night because we were playing 4 the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was just complete chaos, I guess. But yeah, we had a solid time. I think next year the plan is maybe Hood River, changing it up and trying out Hood River.
Okay. Tickle. Open carry in Hood River.
Okay.
And I don't mean guns. I mean
alcohol.
Alcohol. I'm pretty sure Hood River is an open container city in Hood River.
They got some golf there, don't they, too?
I think they got a couple courses, Indian Creek, and then there's something else around there.
At least we could get out to, but I know that when we were sitting around talking, that was one that we came up with. So
okay, good breweries in Hood River. I can get down with that. According to explore.com, this article in January 2024, so pretty recent, cities that have open container laws where you can go around drinking, walking the streets: Las Vegas, New Orleans, Butte, Montana, and Hood River, Oregon.
That's pretty crazy.
You can drink in the parks, although it is illegal to sell alcohol there. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad
with that. If you plan to hit the bars, be aware that you won't be able to take your drink to go unless you order it that way. If you are served an open container, it must remain within that establishment. So I can go to a bar and say, "Hey, I want
Can I get that beer to go?
Can I get a sticky hands to go, please?" And then just put it in a little Dixie cup and send you on your way.
I like that. That's cool.
Hey man, I'm just happy to be at the table. All right. I'm paying my dues this year by having an absolute dog shit team that is, going to be scrapping and clawing every week for a win.
I mean, you might get, I think that the worst part is that you just have 2 running backs and they're both like hurt.
Oh, I have 3 now, buddy.
Do you?
Welcome to Geriatric Jones, Jerome Ford, baby.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. And with hopefully
splitting carries.
Hopefully Quinshawn Judkins, the law doesn't break his way, and that's just more work for Jerome this year. Maybe Dylan Sampson, not what he's supposed to be, not living up to his hype.
Yeah, you got to I guess a little load share with those guys.
I'm trying to find any sort of optimistic angle I can with Jerome Ford at this point.
You even have Chris Godwin on the bench too with Travis Hunter. You have Jerry Jeudy. You have, oh my God, Mike Evans, Puka Nacua, Drake London, Garrett Wilson. It is an embarrassment of riches on the wide receiver front, but.
I'm thinking about dropping Chris Godwin to try and pick someone up. I might just have to hang on to him for a week or two before running back emerges. Because
are you going to put anyone on the IR?
I can't. They're all out.
What?
Like they're not, because they're not officially on the IR. I can't move them to IR.
Oh, you got to wait till week 1. They'll be.
Yeah, so I definitely plan to do that with Chris Godwin.
We still got a couple more weeks for the NFL here.
I know. Oh, wait, maybe I can move him to IR. You know what? Chris Godwin. All right. Yep. Just moved him to IR. Perfect. That's a roster spot open now, baby.
All right.
You guys are so fucked.
The problem is that there's just not a great selection of players, especially running backs.
I'll give you the top 5 most owned running backs, most rostered running backs. I'm looking at Isaac Guaranado.
Over
in San Francisco. Guarendo, the former Louisville running back, I believe.
Oh yeah, Tootin.
Byshaw Tootin. Dylan Sampson, that could be handcuffs.
I think he might actually be good. Yeah, you might as well lock him up.
Kareem Hunt and Justice Hill.
Yeah, how much run is Kareem Hunt going to get this year? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know, but Byshaw Tootin, welcome to the team, baby.
I just got a notification that he picked him up too.
just added.
Yeah.
Welcome to the squad. Oh God.
Darn Tootin.
Such a fucking mess. Well, as I'm trying to save my fantasy team and make my roster moves and who's going to start, who's going to sit. Obviously, we have NFL teams, college teams doing the same thing. I mean, just because it's the most, newest move or newest thing that happened was today with Anthony Richardson being benched, or not benched at all, actually just not being named starter, and Daniel Jones. You got to be pretty fucking bad if you're losing the job to Daniel Jones.
I know. I thought that same thing when I saw that they named that. I was like, they got to have no faith in you, really. Or you're actually hurt.
Or you just suck. You have I mean, obviously we are not at Colts camp, so we are not seeing it, but that's where they're getting most of the run in. You know, obviously he had a little bit of preseason action, same with Daniel Jones, but seeing him every day at practice in the rooms, I'm sure they're just we can't. Shane Steichen's trying to save his job, trying to get just some wins, and he's like, listen, we can't throw him out there. Well, we're gonna get absolutely fucked if we do that.
And who knows, maybe Daniel Jones has made some improvements and won't be terrible. At least he can run. I mean, I know Anthony Richardson can run, but he gets hurt every time he runs. But also on that same note, the Browns naming Joe Flacco, the 40-year-old, as the starter, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, is it though? I mean, I had a feeling that it was going to be him no matter what. You start with the proven thing in Joe Flacco, and then once he shows that he is 50 years old and makes enough mistakes, then he can throw out either Gabriel or Sanders and see what you got in those two.
I thought maybe Kenny Pickett might be able to make a splash, but I know he got hurt a little bit. I just can't believe we're still talking about Joe Flacco in 2025.
Well, he's elite. That's what happens when you're elite.
Dude, he's 40 years old playing in the NFL still, as a starting quarterback. That's crazy.
Who's going to be worse this year, the Browns or the Colts?
Browns? Yeah, it's one of those. It's just
sound like a creaky door in a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean,
Browns.
That's such a toss-up.
Yeah, I would say the Browns too. I mean, Jerome Ford is going to have an absolutely insane season. I have a good feeling about that. But outside of 1,510 rushing touchdown season from Jerome Ford, everything else is going to be bad for the Browns.
I'm just waiting for Deshaun Watson to get back. Okay,
get back to the massage parlor, or
yeah, I mean that too. That's when he played best.
What I see the other day, some dude was at a card convention and he had fake cards that he made, a game worn Band-Aid by Magic Johnson. And then He had like, you know how like some cards they have like the piece of the jersey that they wore.
Yeah.
The dude had a Deshaun Watson
massage towel,
massage parlor worn robe.
Oh, that's
like,
funny.
yeah, no, authenticated, man. Legit. This is it. This is a real robe. Yeah, the Colts are going to be pretty fucking bad. If I got to bank on a rookie being really, really good, regardless of who his quarterback is, Tyler Warren. Like that dude, he's going to be a stud for a long time, I feel like.
Yeah, he's proved that he can kind of do it all. He's on the fantasy team.
Yeah, again, super fucking stoked for you. If it's not a wide receiver, if it's not wide receiver we're talking about, then, you know, I'm probably going to answer everything about fantasy as, yeah, good for you, dude. I'm super happy for you.
I mean, to be fair, my running backs suck. My running backs good. My receivers suck.
Well, hey, man, we can always do some talking here. We can just we can do trade negotiations here for the next hour and a half on the episode if you want.
No, that ain't happening.
Great content right there. Yeah. So I mean the Colts, they're absolutely fucked. Richardson, I mean, I was trying to think of this today, 2000, I guess, last 25 years, if we want to do that, maybe of all time, top 5 quarterback bust of all time. Does he make that list? Because I think I have the top 5 and in no particular order. I mean, Ryan Leaf and Jamarcus Russell are always fighting for that number 1 spot. I
still think it's too early to say that Richardson's a bust. He's so much younger. Like he's only 25 years old, right? Like
he is Anthony Richardson.
Like I think that he still has a lot of development, and I think that he could still be pretty good in the league. He might be younger than 25, honestly.
He's 23.
Yeah, like that's what is he younger than Dylan Gabriel for sure? Like
yes, he is. Yeah, and Bo
like
Nix.
He still has a lot to. He has all the talent. He might not be in the right situation, right offense, and he can't stay healthy. So if he can get his health like together and maybe get in the right system, he still has a lot of talent. So
it's true. I
23
just think
is a little early to call a bust, I feel like.
Yeah, but I just think like you literally threw over 260 passes last year and you completed only 48% of them. And I rounded up on the 48%. It was 47.7. I gave him 0.3%. It's still terrible. I just think with his season last year, him literally pulling himself out of the game because he was tired. And now he is losing quarterback competitions to Daniel Jones going into his 3rd year. I mean, I hear all the points you say are valid points. Like he's still very young, get him in a different system, different coach, super athletic, has a huge arm. So yes, there are still all these kind of potential check marks, right? But I'm out. I'm out on him. And if this is the trajectory of his career, then I would put him behind, obviously, Leaf, Jamarcus Russell. I would say Trey Lance and then Zach Wilson are probably like 3 and 4 biggest busts of all time, and then putting him at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, Trey Lance isn't going to be a starter, I don't think. He looked better for the Chargers in preseason, but he's not going to.
Just wait.
He's a 3rd stringer.
Madison Beer is going to distract Justin and just turn him into a 3rd.
They just play chess together, dude. They just play chess together.
That's great for a date, playing some chess.
Duh. Did you hear him try to say that?
I didn't hear it. I read the quote.
Yeah.
You know what? Just good for him.
I'm just a friend.
I'm just a kid from Eugene. You know, just pull the LeBron. I'm just a kid from Eugene. I never thought I would be here.
Yeah.
Playing chess with Madison Beer.
Complete nerd.
Yeah. But that would be my 5. And if Anthony Richardson, his career, if this is it, Like, and this is just who he is, and he's going to be perennial backup that is inaccurate and cannot be trusted. I mean, you were a 4th overall pick.
Yeah. That might have been a little bit of a stretch, but he's not the first quarterback to be picked on intangibles and the promise upside. But like I said, still young, but I agree he's been pretty bad to start his career.
Yeah, let's look at first-round quarterbacks since the year 2000. I put what's his nuts, Zach Wilson up there because he was a 2nd overall pick, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I think that one's fair.
Yeah,
you pretty much know what he is.
If Bryce Young shits the bed this year, then he's going to be knocking on that list here pretty soon. He looked a little bit better last year, but he needs to make a pretty big jump.
I think he will. He's got some more weapons now to work with. I did bet McMillan over 800 yards receiving this year.
Oh, that's foreshadowing for later in the show. The Bread and Locks, Tanner's bets.
I got down quite a bit this last couple weeks.
Got down you placed a few bets?
Yes.
Okay.
A few more. Okay. I don't know how many more I want to do than what I actually did, but I did a lot more player ones than I usually do, especially NFL wise. Yeah. Oh, we can go at them at the end, but
I'm looking at some more first round quarterbacks from the last few years, and Sam Darnold, I wouldn't say he was a bust for the Jets, but I wouldn't say he was a quarterback bust overall, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
He literally just led a Vikings team to a 14-win season. There's a lot of people that are high on the Seahawks this year too, man. It's all positivity coming out of Seattle with him and that team.
It's weird how it's positive most places before they actually play a game,
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I feel like there's only one team I have not heard anything good out of preseason, out of camp, anything. And I wonder if you can guess who it is. Because there's only, I feel like one team that everybody is just like, no, this isn't going to go good. This could be the last year for insert coach.
I feel like there could be a few of those though. I don't know. But I actually don't know how hot the hot seat is for some of these coaches. So that's one thing. But I just don't see, we already talked about a couple, the Browns and the Colts. I just don't think they're going to be good. The New Orleans Saints have a brand new coach, so he'll be fine.
You got Tyler Shuck throwing rugby balls on the sideline,
tripping over his own feet. Jeez, it looks so bad.
Now this is a team that I would say that nobody is expecting to be terrible bottom of the league, but people are just like they're about to start trending downwards and being a non-competitive team, non-threatening team that was. That
you think it's Fins?
The Fins?
Yeah.
You're on it. Yep. The Dolphins. I feel like I have not heard a single good thing come out of Miami this entire training camp, preseason, anything. And I'm pretty sure that they just said earlier today, Mike McDaniels and Tua both are offense is not looking good right
now. Yeah, I have heard some things as well. And Tyreek seems like he's kind of wants out, but who knows? Another team, I'm I don't know if this QB situation will work out, is the Jets, because Tyrod Taylor just had his knee scoped, and he's out for the preseason at least. They just worked out CJ Beathard and Nathan Peterman, and the only other quarterbacks on the roster are Adrian Martinez and rookie Brady Cook. So, you better
Adrian
hope
Martinez
that
out there. Let's see what he's got.
He'd just be a worse Justin Fields.
He'd be like Taysom Hill.
Yeah, essentially. So, I bet the defense for the Jets will be all right, but I'm not convinced that offense is going to be humming.
No. Let me see if I can pull up some of the quotes from McDaniels and Tua. So this was Tua. This is based off of their joint practice from last week. He says, my assessment, I still want to give myself a grade. I think that's for you guys to do with however you guys report that or not. I think today offensively was a very frustrating day in regards to what we wanted to do, what we said we wanted to do. Came out, we just weren't able to get things jump started. So that was very frustrating. And then McDaniel agreed with Tua's assessment of Wednesday's practice, but not necessarily because of the results. Very process driven, but as competitors, it's impossible not to really get annoyed and pissed off when the results aren't what you expect. And quite honestly, I didn't like a majority of the results on plays. I didn't like practice because there were a lot of negative results tied to things that would have been working on in our process. I'm cool with contested losses. I'm not cool with the coverage bust. I'm cool with the DB making a great play. I'm not cool with the receiver running the wrong route, those types of things. So, yeah, again, it sounds like it's just going great.
Yeah, I'm fine with – I like how he's honest, at least. He doesn't, hide it. He kind of tells it how it is. I wish more coaches were like that, but, yeah, that doesn't sound great.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't heard a whole lot of good coming out of Miami and that everybody is selling them as far as them being a competitor this year and being a competitive team.
Yeah. I think they definitely are in for maybe a down year, I'd say. I think the Patriots could be a little bit more competitive in that division than the past.
I know their defense is going to need to be, at least for your boy.
I thought you weren't going to talk about it unless it was wide receiver.
No, I mean, I'm sure everybody else in the league has a better defense than me. So,
I don't know. My defense is not I usually go by matchups. I was mad that Kyle picked up the Cardinals defense today because they're playing the Saints first week, I'm pretty sure.
Take the week by week approach.
Yeah. Don't you have Kyler Murray?
I do have Kyler Murray.
You're not going to start him against the Saints?
I am going to start him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at your team earlier, you had your other quarterback in, I'm pretty sure.
I had Brock Purdy in.
Yeah, Purdy.
Yeah, the Purd dog. Yeah. I switched that out. Kyler is definitely going to be starting week 1. I have named my starting quarterback for week 1. It was a tough competition, but we're playing matchups. Yeah, you're going against New Orleans. We're getting that dub.
You saw some of the starting quarterbacks being announced finally for college.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of surprises. Yeah. I feel like it's all the ones that were projected to be named were named.
I guess Julian Sand, I thought he was in a little bit closer of a battle with Lincoln Kineholtz. But CJ Carr, I thought pretty much was going to start for Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean, that was the only name I had heard of coming out of Notre Dame was CJ Carr. Oh my God, CBS Sports, your website is a mess. Just so many pop-ups and ads. Yeah, so I mean, out of the big name schools, top 25 schools, those were the two. And then what is it? Ty Simpson being named in Alabama, another one. And then, there's other kind of ancillary schools that are.
Well, the Ducks still won't name theirs, even though you saw that Oregon just dropped that Beats by Dre commercial today. I mean, if you have Dante Moore in that on your page and he's not going to be the guy, we got problems,
That's what I'm saying.
It was Dylan Gabriel last year with the Beats. It was Bo the year before. And now we got Dante on it. So that kind of gave me the thought that, okay, he finally has a job. But everything I've heard is that he's looked really good and he's ready to take the team to the promised land.
Yeah, and then watching the the Ducks fall camp documentary, the first one.
Did you watch the second one?
I haven't watched the second one yet.
Okay.
But the first one, they take the hike up the Spencer's Butte.
Yep.
And a couple of the players talked to the team, but Dante Moore was one of the players. And I'm like, seeing that, and then, combined obviously with the Beats by Dread, and then like Josh Pate and someone else.
One of the throws he makes to Sadiq in that first scrimmage in this next one. It's just so filthy. Like, it's perfect.
I just feel like everything that has come from people that have seen practice, the kid transferring out of Oregon to Cal, and of course
then starting.
Was it Jaron Kiowa
Sagabatale? Yeah. Over Devin Brown, the senior who transferred out of Ohio State.
Wasn't he like a 5-star, like number 1 overall recruit?
He was like one of the, I saw someone put up that he's like one of the biggest 5-star busts. Like, he can't even start at Cal when they have like one of their worst rosters of all time. Did you also see that Cal put out that they might stop their football program?
I had literally just heard about that like an hour or so ago, honestly.
Yeah, like, they're getting no revenue. No one shows up to the games. Their team's terrible right now. They're losing money. I think they're in debt. So, but with that second documentary for the Ducks, they go into the new practice facility, like the renderings and everything. They show the videos through it. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it looks sick. Like, amazing.
I've seen some of the renderings, and I want to dig into it a little bit more, because it looks like it's just going to be absolutely insane. Like, they're winning kids over with their facilities already, and it's just going to be even.
And
more
this is something different. Like,
it's going to be unlike anything in college football.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
Yeah, they have the weight room, like the doors open up right into the field. And then they also have like new classrooms that they just go right out to the field after. It's set up perfect. They thought of every little detail possible. The only thing you can't see yet is like what they're going to do crazy in the locker room and everything. But yeah, it looks just ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take a deeper dive into it. I wanted to watch the second episode last night of the Ducks fall camp docu-series, but your boy was tired. Your boy took a little bit of a chocolate and got himself 75 milligrams in him. It's full of drugs. Full of drugs from my nasal decongestion or congestion rather, and I was a mess last night. So maybe I'll pop it on tonight and watch that. But yeah, I am very I know we talked about it last time, but this season is just very intriguing, because I think there is 3 separate groups of quarterbacks that are like the new faces of the top teams, the returning names, the returning veterans at quarterback. And then there's a collection of like 8 quarterbacks that are the outsiders. Some I know that you're high on that could come and fuck things up throughout the season as well.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you think about the top teams this year, it's just so much different. There was like so much veteran leadership at the quarterback position with Will Howard, with Quinn Ewers, with Dylan Gabriel, with I know Drew Aller's still there, but with Jalen Milroe and then what's his dick who's at Georgia?
Carson Beck.
Yeah, Beck. Like, now at Miami. It just seems like there's a new wave of young quarterback coming in, and they're all really talented. It's just, are they going to be able to perform right now? Like, I guess they don't need to be at their best right now. They need to be at their best at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So they have some weeks to kind of figure things out, but I just don't remember the last time it's been this like unsure about some things.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like the newest quarterbacks essentially of the top teams. I mean, literally teams 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all have new starters this year who have played minimal to no college football.
Yeah.
So that's Arch Manning, Julian Sayin, Gunnar Stockton, CJ Carr, Dante Moore, Ty Simpson, and then I'm including Bryce Underwood in that group too, because Michigan's number 14th in the country, and he's highly recruited and probably, I mean, the best quarterback that Michigan has had in their roster, as far as like recruiting rankings go, and God knows how long.
Yeah.
I would like to see what that, through the history of recruiting rankings, what their quarterback recruiting has been like as far as who's been their highest ranked recruit. I would guess it's Bryce Underwood.
I think so.
And then that second group of the returning veterans, you have Drew Aller, you have Cade Klubnik, who was named first team All-American, Grant Nussmeier, Grant Beck, Sam Levitt, Luke Altmaier, and then Lenora Sellers.
And then are you putting Fernando Mendoza in that third?
I'm putting Fernando Mendoza in the outsiders group. I got the outsiders as DJ Lagway, Kevin Jennings, Avery Johnson, John Mateer.
John Mateer on the outside.
Can't forget about Johnny Boy. Come on now.
Or Thomas Castellanos.
He did not make my outsiders.
What about Rocco Becht?
He did not make the outsiders group either. I try to keep it to like 8 quarterbacks.
DJ Lagway?
DJ Lagway's in there. So yeah, the outsiders group, I try to keep it top 25 teams.
Okay.
But Lagway, Jennings, Avery Johnson, Mateer, Marcel Reed at Texas A&M, who anytime he played last year for that team instead of Connor Weigman, they were infinitely better offensively. Fernando Mendoza for Indiana. And then your boy, Austin Simmons, over there in Ole Miss. So
nice. Did you have Sam Levitt in that top tier?
I had him in the returning vets tier. Tier, and not so much tiers, just groups of players. Like,
with Lenora Sellers, or did you put him in?
Lenora Sellers is a part of that returning vets group as well. Yeah. Honestly, the outsiders group, I really like. Like, there is some interesting names in there that, like I said at the beginning, could fuck things up for a lot of teams. Like, Florida, what if they go and beat Miami right away, and then they get a couple big SEC wins to start their season? Same goes for Austin Simmons in Ole Miss or Lenora Sellers in South Carolina. I mean, is Indiana going to be able to replicate what they did last year? Is Marcel Reed in Texas A&M? Are they going to take advantage of all the talent that they have? I mean, I feel like this year is going to be. I feel like this year is just going to be very hard to predict what the fuck is going to happen.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that this is technically week 0, and we got games. We actually have a really good game: Iowa State, Kansas State.
Yeah,
but,
top 25 game in Ireland.
Yeah, but other than that, we kind of get like the Snickle Fritz,
dude.
And next week is the real.
I would have loved to have been in the locker room, the meeting room at Idaho State when they found out they're going to be playing in Allegiant Stadium for their first game of the year.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Idaho State's like, hell yeah.
Like, of all teams in college football, getting an FCS school at Allegiant Stadium, like, what's the capacity of that stadium and how many people are going to be in there? Capacity of that stadium is probably like 65, 70,000.
Yeah, UNLV is going to sell that thing out, though. They got nothing else to do there.
They will not. Let's see, 65,000. There, I bet you there will be less than 10,000 people there.
Yeah, I don't know. The Dan Mullen era starts, so I think a lot of people are pumped.
What's the Idaho State era that they're in right now?
Oh, I'm
What's their era?
yeah, there is probably not very good because hold on, isn't UNLV's quarter well UNLV I think has a crazy quarterback competition.
Uh,
With an old Michigan quarterback
hey,
being
I'll
one of
take your
them.
word for it. Oh God, you're right. And I'm trying to remember who this is.
Oh, Alex Orgy, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Alex Orgy's in that competition.
Against
Um,
who?
if I could remember some more
Like
of those.
Cameron Friel, Anthony Colandrea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anthony Calandria. Yeah, Anthony Calandria, the Whoopsie Daisy King,
From
from Virginia. He's transferred in from Virginia.
That's right.
Um,
Does he wear glasses?
you know, I
Wasn't
don't
there
know.
wasn't there a quarterback that was wearing glasses?
Lenore Seller does.
No. It was the BC quarterback.
Thomas Castellanos?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm gonna find this out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if he doesn't, I don't know if he wears them in game, but he was wearing some glasses last year at one point. Yeah, okay. I don't think he wears them in game.
No, Calandria looks like a dork though. In their pictures, they're all wearing like not quite Letterman's jackets, but just like windbreaker jackets almost.
Oh yeah, I see that.
It's very funny.
The fact that you're plugged into the UNLV quarterback race, but it is funny that you said Alex Orgy because I remember reading that 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it went in my brain. I was like, "Oh, Alex Orgy, Michigan quarterback," and then it left until this conversation we're having right now.
It's honestly going to be a 2 quarterback race. I'm sure they'll probably put in Orgy for running downs and Calandria for passing downs.
All right, that's about enough out of you about UNLV quarterback competition.
Hey, it's a
there,
week
Henry.
1 matchup, so I'm just saying, or a week 0 matchup. Sorry.
It's true. That is true. Yeah, I do keep forgetting that there is college football this Saturday.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it
the
is
1 p.m. game. There's no other game other than that game going on at the time. So if you're strapped in, get ready. I have a wedding to go to. I'm pissed. My cousin's wedding this weekend, so
I know I have to set my tea time at looks like 1:00 or 12:30 at least.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the 3:30 though.
Fresno State of Kansas. No.
Yep. You got to be at Memorial Stadium.
Count me in. Fresno State. How are the Dogs looking this year?
Well, they got a brand new coach, the old Matt Entz, the old linebackers coach for USC, takes over the Bulldogs program, and I don't know a whole lot about Fresno this year. I just know that Matt Entz was a really good coach at North Dakota State when he was the head coach there.
That's right. That's right. They do have him as coach now.
I think he's in for kind of a tough go because I don't know what's left over after he came in. I know he had to do a lot of like making up and transfer portal work. So that is going to be an interesting roster.
Well, do you know who their starting quarterback is going to be over there at Fresno State?
Not off the top of my head, no.
All right, I'll give you a hint. His dad played in the NFL. His dad played quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, that's not the easiest, but
okay. His dad played quarterback in the NFL. He transferred from a team last year.
EJ Warner.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rice quarterback, dude. He's going to win it.
He was named the starting quarterback at Fresno State.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, EJ Warner. Actually, I don't know. Watch out for these. Do you know who they also have? They have Corey Foreman. You remember the old 5-star that went to USC over Oregon and LSU?
Who?
Corey Foreman.
I do not. No.
He was a senior. Oh, I was so pissed when he picked USC. he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to be the hometown hero and stay home," and then he never made it on the field really for him, and now is wearing number 0 on the D line for Fresno. Watch out.
Position change, huh?
I guess. I bet he can do a little bit of both, though, inside and out.
Trying to make it work.
I mean, you got to. I mean, I'm looking through this roster, and it looks pretty rough. I mean, Rivers is a solid running back. Other than that, I just don't know. I got Kansas by a little bit, that's for sure.
They have a defensive lineman named Logan Goodspeed.
That's a
6'3", 231 defensive lineman named Goodspeed.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he's got good speed on him. I mean, got to live up to that name. Got another kid on the roster named Noah. Yeah. It's YEH Noah. Yeah.
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 And then was
Kavion Thunderbird. Now that's a badass name.
Yeah, not bad.
All right.
We got a new what's the 4? Is it a 4 p.m. game?
Oh, your Sam Houston Tigers?
Bearcats, but it's
Bearcats,
okay.
That's what I said. Against the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Do know that one. That is the 4:00 kick out in Bowling Green, Kentucky. CBS Sports Network. Catch the fever.
Yeah, Phil Longo takes over as the head coach for the Sam Houston Bearcats. This will be interesting. Gets fired from Wisconsin as the OC, goes and takes the head coaching job for the Bearcats. So
I knew I'd heard the name Phil Longo before. I was just wondering where the hell he came from.
Yeah, he came from UNC before, and then he got hired by Luke Fickell, and yeah, I guess somehow they were like, yeah, that seems like the best idea, because Casey Keeler took the head job at Temple. It's like, I almost would normally say Sam Houston's better than Temple, but I don't know. Maybe he got some more money to take over that Temple team. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm excited for the nightcap though. Stanford at Hawaii, baby.
Oh, yeah. Let's go Hawaii. Rainbow Warriors.
Whenever you can see the half-filled Hawaiian stadium and fans seemingly not giving two shits about what's happening in the game, but then Hawaii scores and they get all excited. But for the most part, it just kind of seems like it almost seems like a live baseball type of environment at Hawaii games.
Yeah, I agree. Frank
Hawaii's
Reich being the head coach too.
Hawaii's oh my God, how bad is Stanford this year?
That's what I'm saying. Frank Reich is the head coach. We'll see how he's transferring from the NFL to. God. I mean, and they just named their quarterback, I'm pretty sure.
They did. And you know who it is?
I'm trying to think. I think I was just shocked at how bad it was.
I
think I was like so shocked at how bad it was. Like I was like, it was almost like embarrassing.
This is the first time I read it. I want you to try and guess this to see if you can remember.
Well, I just can't remember.
Right.
Like,
we're familiar with him in this.
No, I know. That's why I'm.
Region.
Oh my God! It's right. It's the old. He's the Oregon State quarterback, Ben Branson.
Yeah.
He was barely good enough he wasn't even good enough to start for the Beavers.
No, well, he was for a little while, and
my God, I gotta go look at this quarterback room now.
Yeah, that's that now makes sense why they're dogs to
because Ben Branson can't throw.
No, he certainly cannot.
Ashton Daniels, who was their quarterback for Stanford, he transferred to Auburn. to go to sit behind Jackson Arnold, I guess. Who's Charlie Muir and Dylan Risk? God, this is bad.
You know who those are. You know those guys, right?
And I just feel so bad for. I don't, but I do feel bad for Stanford because they can't get anyone. I mean, anyone in there to transfer. Transfer portal's killing them.
Well,
No one can transfer and get into a.
Branson.
Dude must be smart, like real smart.
Yeah, that is a university that's going to be absolutely fucked going forward.
But yeah, I can't wait to fall asleep late night Saturday, just winding down my night, watching college football again.
Yeah, I'm stoked for Saturday, just Saturdays in general. I mean, going in to do my show and having college football on while I'm doing Sports Saturday, and then going wherever the fuck I need to go to watch the Ducks game, and then coming back to do the Ducks post game show, and just like it's going to be college football all day for me, which it normally is, just kind of in a different kind of settings and stuff. But
you have to get multiple screens going for sure.
I can't wait. Yeah, man, I just the first Saturday, thank God we have a top 25 matchup like right away. Because that first weekend, it really is a tease. It really is just a little ball tickler. And
the non-conference games, if you're not playing a marquee matchup, it's usually, but I like in the first week how what do we get? We get Thursday football. We get some Thursday football, which is we actually get what is it? Cincinnati, Nebraska, which I think is actually going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, that's a big Big 12 matchup right there, isn't it?
They already have not Cincinnati, because I think isn't Cincinnati still in the American?
I thought they joined the Big 12. No, they're in the Big 12.
Yeah. Okay. Then we got it. We got a nice Big 12 matchup. A total of 53.5. I want the over already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Without even knowing anything, without even seeing anything, you're buying that over, huh?
I just have a really strong feeling that Nebraska's defense is going to suck, and I think their offense is going to be pretty dang good with Raiola in his second year. Mm-hmm. I'm just a pretty big Brendan Sorsby fan. I played him a lot last year, rushing yards. The quarterback, and I also think that he's going to take another step forward this year. I'm not thrilled on Cincinnati's head coach, but it is what it is. I think it's going to be a good matchup, though. I think it'll be closer than what people think.
Yeah. Who is their head coach now? I always forget because I know that obviously ever since Fickle left.
I always get him mixed up with Eli Drinkowitz because for some reason in my head they look the same. Because I think they're both like nerds with glasses, but it's Scott Satterfield is who it is.
There we go.
Scott Satterfield, but I always get him and Eli Drinkowitz for some reason.
Yeah.
Do they even look alike?
Maybe not.
Well, they're both nerds. They both have glasses.
They're both nerds. Yeah, let me see if I can get it. I want to try and get it side by side. Yeah, they got some. Yeah, I see what you're saying here. There's definitely some nerdy qualities to them both.
You got to get the right picture of them, both with their glasses.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it here, buddy. Yeah, big nerds, both like visors.
Yeah, they both came from like smaller schools too.
Yep, App State for Drinkowitz. Where'd Satterfield come from?
He was at Appalachian State.
That's where Drinkowitz was.
But I think Scott Satterfield
He was also at App State. He came from Louisville, though.
Okay. But
yeah, it was App State and Louisville.
He was he was like his good season, like really good seasons were when he was at App State, I'm pretty sure. Cause I'm pretty sure they won the Sun Belt under him.
Getting those big FBS wins.
It's the reason why he was able to get that Louisville job.
Yeah. But yes, I see what you like. I'm looking at a picture of Eli Drinkwitz here at the 2019 Sun Belt Media Day. Big nerd.
Because when did when did Drinkwitz coach for App State?
It was literally the year after Satterfield left.
Okay, maybe that's why I'm so fucking confused. They both were right by each other, and then both got. There was like a stepping stone program right there.
Yes, Satterfield was there much longer, and then he was only at App State for a year, where they went 12-1, won the Sun Belt, and then he took that and parlayed it to the Missouri job.
Okay,
replacing Barry Odom at the time.
All right, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah,
glad we got that figured out.
Oh. The Thursday games, though, I mean, as far as Tickler Thursday goes, I mean, you'll get a top 25 team in action in Boise, South Florida. That kicks off at 2:30 on the 28th. Man, my planning this year has just been subpar. I just have not been thinking ahead when it comes to planning and scheduling and booking stuff. I am very much looking forward to next weekend because I'm going to San Francisco. The girlfriend and the son and I, we're going to go there Thursday through Sunday. But yeah, once I realized what weekend we booked that on, like it was already too late. And I'm like, well, you know what? We're locked in, and I'm going to just have to. I'm going to have to be enjoying my time and doing touristy stuff in San Francisco, but also recording a lot of these games to watch later.
Do you have to do the post-game show from San Fran at all?
I wish. That would be pretty cool.
I just didn't know because it's the first game of the season. I wasn't sure if you had to go on air for the after.
Live from San Francisco, which has literally nothing to do with the opening game for Oregon.
But I mean, yeah, you're definitely going to have to record that and rewatch it so you can figure out what you're. Because is it the same time? Is the baseball game the same time that night?
No. So the game, I'm going to the Orioles-Giants game Friday night.
But didn't you say that are you going to go to a bar and watch or something?
Possibly. Yeah. I'm trying to do the good boyfriend, good dad thing and being like, hey, we're here together. I don't want this to be like hey, we need to be in front of a TV at 1:00 somewhere in San Francisco so we can watch the Ducks, when she couldn't give a shit. And, you know, my son, quite frankly, couldn't give a shit either. Yeah, you know, that's, and we're already going because of me wanting to go to an Orioles game. And so I'm going to be, you know, taking them to that for like 5 hours. So again, the whole crux of the trip is around this Orioles game. And I feel like that's selfish enough. Like that we
that you're already going for your game.
Yeah, exactly. So then if I was like the very next day, like, we got to get to a fucking bar and watch the Ducks now. Like, I was like, we have the technology. I can record it. I can watch it later in the hotel room when you guys are all passed out.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could watch it on your phone, like a little bit too. Like, really check in. But yeah, this one, I'm fingers crossed that this is not one that you're going to have to pay too much attention to after the first half.
And that was my thinking, because we're trying to plan a, like, you know, the catamaran boats, like the big old sailboats that there's like 20 people on. We're trying to rent that out. And she asked me, she's like, what time would you want to go on Saturday? 1:00 or 3:30? And I told her 3:30, because I was like, I'm hoping by that point I won't have to be paying attention to the Ducks game any longer.
Yeah.
Like, that is the ideal mission that we're on here is that game starts at 1:00. We're off doing whatever. I can watch it, peek at my phone. And then when it's time to get on this boat at 3:30, Ducks are up 49-7. We've got third stringers, four stringers in there. And we're cake, baby.
Yeah. No, I agree. I just hope that it's definitely not a repeat of last year's Idaho game.
Stop it. You fucking stop it.
The only thing that makes me feel better is Montana State's breaking in a new whole offense, which is nice.
To their defense, Oregon's breaking in basically a whole new offense as well.
No, I know, but ours is more of a reload. Theirs is more of a rebuild, I feel like, once you lose that many good people off a FCS championship team. Unless I don't know Montana State's recruiting rankings, and they just bust in a bunch of kids from Montana who are just awesome all the time.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that you asked that, Tanner, because I poured through the Montana State recruiting rankings over the last 3 years. And as I'm Googling it right now, actually, take a look here. Oh, yeah, it's only showing me kids in Montana that they recruited.
Yeah, they recruit. They don't go nationally.
They don't have the funds for that.
You don't have a budget like that. No, you get your region.
You can't jump over to North Dakota.
No, you're going Idaho, you're going Washington, you're going Oregon. You're not going very much further than the Pacific Northwest. And maybe you tap down in Arizona sometimes, but you're not getting the PJ out to Texas and then back to get some of these teams do. So that's why I'm just I don't know what you're going to get year to year out of Montana. So,
well, I'm going to do what I did last year with the Oregon State game. I'm going to speak it into existence that it's just a runaway victory for Oregon. All right. It's okay. It's never in question. There's no concerns. And it starts out the way that a game against an FCS opponent should start, and that is with a blowout victory. And that's what's going to happen, goddammit.
Have you looked at Oregon State at all this year? I know we haven't really talked much Oregon State at all, but I do think that they will be a little bit better this year.
Hey, man. Malik Murphy on the Johnny Unitas watch list for senior quarterbacks. Fuck out.
I think he is a big upgrade at quarterback.
I do like their running back.
Anthony Hankerson.
Well, and I like that Allah guy too. He had some flashes last year.
Yeah. They do have what's his name, Darius Clemens he started out at Michigan and he was from Westview High School. Which is, I think, an upgrade at wide receiver for them if he can stay healthy.
At tight end, they got Riley Williams, who transferred from Miami. He was
from Central Catholic.
Yep, local kid. I've actually met his brother before, Corbin, who was on the Ducks for a few years. Riley. I'm guessing that Riley went to Miami as obviously a high recruit, but also just Corbin knowing Mario and being able to vouch for him. And then,
I think Riley I think he was like a 4 or 5 star, honestly.
Yeah. And then maybe just, wanted to be closer home. I haven't talked to Corbin that in depth or looked into Riley Williams as to why he transferred, but
he didn't get on the field. He couldn't get on the field for Miami.
I mean, you would think, though, with this season that maybe with Elijah Arroyo being gone and Restrepo, obviously different position, but, a few of their weapons leaving, that there would maybe be more of an opportunity. But
yeah,
I don't know, maybe looked at the opportunity over here at Oregon State and having a quarterback like Malik Murphy. And,
I'm sure he just looked over at the roster and was like, yeah, that's not really what I was dealing with at Miami. I should be able to get on the field at least,
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, they're on Oregon Live. I don't know if it's Ryan Clark, the writer for the Oregonian, but he's projecting him to be the starter at tight end.
Yep.
But then, they always find dudes to just feed corn to on the offensive line and just bulk up like
just random guys,
like a state fair pig and win a blue ribbon with them. Just I'm sure there's a first rounder around here somewhere, whether it's Van Wells or Ryan Berger or something. It's like
they do have. I think there's their captain on defense, Nico Taylor. They're one of their outside linebackers. He was a JUCO guy, and he was a number one linebacker at his position in JUCO. They got who should be pretty good. I think this is his second year in the program. I think he might have been a little hurt.
Yeah.
I think he might have been a little hurt last year. But I've heard a little bit. I mean, I heard some good things coming out of there about him being able to lead that defense. I don't know too much about their DBs. Obviously, I know that it was a tough year last year for their DBs. They still have that Kells Howard guy who is like one of their higher rated edge guys from Las Vegas. They listed him as a DN or a D lineman, but he was recruited as a DN. And they got Tavita Palmea, the old duck, at D line, who's probably going to start for them, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what these Beavers look like. They have another local kid that is projected to be one of their starting linebackers, Dexter Foster, also from Central Catholic. Yeah, I think it's would be one of those just like there are the names that we know on the offensive side, but I feel like there's always like dudes that just step up and start playing really well for them that we had no idea who the fuck they were. But I'm very intrigued to see what this Beavs team looks like. I just hope offensively they look competent. They're able to move the ball. They're able to at least give the fans in Corvallis something to cheer about, because it was rough last year, man. It got really ugly at a point for them. Like they had that kid that transferred in from Idaho. Oh God, I'm forgetting his name.
Was it McCoy?
Yeah, that just did not live up to expectations. And then they essentially had to throw Cole Branson back in there. And
they threw Jabari Johnson in there.
He played for a bit too, and they mostly just had him doing running stuff though, right?
Yeah, I mean,
like I didn't think they wanted him throwing the ball.
Yeah, it was just weird because he originally went to Missouri as like a decent, like a 4-star quarterback, and just never really panned out. I was excited to see Andy Alfereri, the Jesuit standout. He was playing running back for a few years, and he finally switched over to linebacker. And I think he's supposed to be one of the starters, or at least a big contributor in his redshirt senior year. So good to see one of the local guys doing well.
Younger brother of Joey.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. I just feel like this is going to have to be a Beavs team that is similar to years past when they've had success, is just lean on the run game. And then if you can get any competent quarterback play to supplement it, which you should be able to. Malik Murphy is a good quarterback. Like, he had good moments at Duke. He should be able to show you, and quite frankly, he's going to be probably playing lesser competition this year than he was at Duke. So there is no reason to believe that the Beavers shouldn't win with their schedule. I mean, at least 6. You should be winning anywhere between 8 to 9 games, honestly.
Yeah, you get Washington State twice.
Yeah, Washington State twice. You play Tulsa, Sam Houston, Lafayette.
Their hardest games are at the start with Texas Tech and Oregon, really.
Yeah, those back-to-back. You got Cal, Fresno State, at Texas Tech, at Oregon. You're going to go up against Houston, Connor Weigman in Houston. That's an ESPN game right there. Oregon State versus Houston, September 26th. After that's a Friday night game with Oregon
It's
State.
a Friday
Houston.
night?
Friday night, Oregon State, Houston, 7:30 kickoff
Oh, I love that.
on ESPN. They're putting Oregon State. They're putting Oregon State Cal on Saturday night, 7:30 on ESPN.
Hey,
that's it. That's a Pac-12 after dark for your ass. But yeah,
you say the 23rd?
No, the August 30th, Oregon State Cal, 7:30 on ESPN.
No, the Houston game.
That is September 26th, Friday night.
Oh my God. So that's the same weekend we play Penn State, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang. I'm going to be traveling on that day.
Yep. But then they play App State. I mean, again, they should be. I don't know if they're favored against Cal. They should be, though.
I think, yeah. I mean, Cal has a true freshman and playing at quarterback. You got to think that they can pull it together there.
Oregon State right now, 3-point favorite over Cal.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Fresno State, I mean, I don't think the line's out there, but should be able to win that game. So you're 2-0 right away. Probably lose against Texas Tech, probably lose against Oregon. But then you bounce back and you got a pretty easy schedule the rest of the way, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Houston, is it who's the head coach in Houston?
Willie Fritz?
Okay. I was not thinking him at all. Who was the old dude?
Dana Holgerson.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, Dana Holgerson's the OC for Nebraska now.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
God, his hair was always a mess, man.
Willie Fritz is a legit coach. I think Houston's going to be better this year.
Okay, well then maybe that's a loss right there for Oregon State.
Yeah, I would honestly be surprised if Oregon State won.
The swag of Connor Weigman might be
too much. Is that home or away?
That's at home.
Okay, that's a plus.
That's in Corvallis. And then they'll take on App State. They'll take on Dickert and Wake Forest, Lafayette. The first matchup against Washington State, Sam Houston, Tulsa, and then Washington State again. I mean, you should be winning half of those games this year.
Yes.
At least.
Yep. I mean, that's why they're paying Malik Murphy to come in and win those games, hopefully. They paid him I heard they paid him a decent amount of money, like for Oregon State, like using their NIL up. So
they paid him that agriculture money.
Exactly.
Big ag. Big ag down in Corvallis.
Big ag energy.
Yeah, I mean, they're always going to be something to keep an eye on, just to see how they end up finishing up. I want the Pac-12 to get back to a conference, and I don't think it's ever going to happen, but one that we actually like give a shit about, because this whole having two teams thing, until obviously the other teams join in, like Boise State, and who else was in there? Utah State and some other schools, but Texas State. I mean, even then, dude, I don't know. Like the Pac-12 is never going to have the same allure.
No, it's never. I mean, it's done now.
So that's what I'm nervous of, is like saying like, oh, I can't wait for them to actually have a real conference again. But even when that happens, it's just going to be like, all right, I guess
that's why they're so mad at us. That's why they're so mad at everyone in the Pac who was in the Pac-12. Like you guys screwed us, leaving us behind, and now we have to deal with this, and that's why it becomes even harder job to win at.
Yeah, Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, San Diego State, Utah State, Texas State.
Because now you're below Boise State. Like, yeah, you were kind of had the upper hand being in the Pac-12. Like, at least you were in like a better conference, and you could sell that. But now Boise State's looking real nice right now. So,
see, this is why I say fuck it and add the Montana schools, baby. Montana State, Grizz, come on in. You're a Pac-12 members now.
I mean, bring North Dakota State in there.
Fine.
Bring
Why
them down
not?
from FCS. They've been dominating for too many years.
Bring in the Bison. At least that's closer than Memphis or whoever they're trying to add out over there. Like,
Yeah,
that
Memphis is not going to go for that.
And I don't know what Cal and Stanford have to do to get out of that ACC deal, but they need to do it now because realistically, they need to be back in the Pac-12.
I mean, it might not matter for Cal. They might not have a team. So
I know, but they need to figure out whatever the fuck they need to do to get back in the Pac-12 because that's one of the more egregious. Like Cal and Stanford, again, yeah, they have had their moments in college football.
Andrew Luck's on it, man. Andrew Luck is on it.
He better be. He's got nothing better to do.
Yeah. We'll see. Is there anything else you wanted to go over? I kind of got to go here soon. I got to wrap up.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Busy Guy.
Dude, I'm so busy right now.
There's so much going on, dude.
I got so many things to do.
Yeah, like what? Huh?
Dude, life. I got life to do.
Got some film to break down?
Yeah, I got some dang boyfriend duties to do as well. Been going the whole fiance duties. Sorry. I still catch myself doing that.
Okay.
When you've been a boyfriend for 8 years, you just kind of like it's normal. The fiance thing is just
unbelievable, this guy. Well, there were actually a couple things betting wise I wanted to bring to your attention for bread and locks.
What you got for me?
Well, I was going over some itchy ankle. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's a good itch right there. Oh, okay. I was looking at some player props this year. And don't give me the whole, no, that sounds good. That's
you don't want that?
No, I want God honest, like, no, stay away from that. Or yeah.
But I guess it depends on how. All right, let's hear it.
All right, I gotta find the ones I was looking at earlier here. 2 seconds. It had to do with
they're NFL then?
They were NFL, and it was for passing yards that were intriguing ones to me. Son of a bitch, where is this goddamn thing? Well, I do know one of them was like Josh Allen passing yards was set at like 3750 or something like that. And I went back and looked at his previous years passing yards, and I think he's been under 3750 once since his rookie year.
That's a little suspiciously low for me then.
That's what I'm saying. Let me pull it up here. His per year stats. So last year he was at 3731.
Okay.
So under the 3750. But the previous 4 years before that, he threw for over 4,200 yards.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's a matter of, Joe Brady to Ken Dorsey to whoever's calling plays for them now. But again, I was just like, okay, one season throwing for 37, 31. I don't anticipate him to have a second straight year of throwing less than 4,000 yards. Like I'd be pretty surprised by that.
Yeah, it's just tough because they are such a heavy run team. Like they essentially have like the same weapons around. It's just they're pretty efficient with what they do. So that one's more tough for me than like I don't know if you're gonna like this one or you're gonna hate it. But I like Dak Prescott over 3,877.5 or 75.5 this year. I think he has one of his better years. Finally stays healthy and has more weapons to throw to. And I think when everyone likes to count people out like the Cowboys, I think that's when players usually have their better years or their number is down from where it previously was. And then you go hit that,
Yeah, there was just a lot of numbers I was seeing, which, by the way, I do like that because I think that having obviously CD, but having Pickens, hopefully a full season of a healthy Jake Ferguson, see what Turpin's able to add, and then just the running back room. Like they're not going to be able to depend on that unless someone like Jaden Blue wants to step it up. But
it's in the same like realm for me as like the Trevor Lawrence. I like Trevor Lawrence over passing yards because he got hurt last year. Everyone's going to be down on him this year, and I think that he's got some good weapons to throw to this year. And I'm expecting a bounce back. He kind of looked bad last year, so
3,700 and a half for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I could be pretty off on that, but I think that's something I'm going to look at.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like there was another one in here that was kind of caught me off guard where I'm like, ooh, that looks enticing. Because I was just looking at this earlier today. Oh, Bryce Young, 32.50 and a half. Like the over, like I don't know. That's tough because he has not been great the first two seasons.
Where do you want to go with? Where are you trying to go with that one?
Over?
Yeah, I like that. Honestly,
that like I feel like this is the year he makes the jump. I feel like once he got put back into action for the Panthers last year, he looked a lot better. He's got a true number one in Tetaroa.
Mm-hmm.
Got a good running back and a good second string running back. I mean, second year of Xavier Leggett.
I think if there's any year he's over, it's this year.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think this is a good buy low place for him.
Yeah, there's a couple other guys on here too that like just their numbers. I'm like, damn, they are setting these low. Like,
do you like any of the touchdown numbers or like receptions numbers or anything?
I haven't even begun to look into that. I mean, like Jalen Hurts, 3,200 and a half. Like, I understand that's a run heavy team too, but 3,200 for Jalen Hurts, like that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to tell Alyssa this, but I want to bet the under in Saquon rushing yards this year.
Oh yeah. Let me jump over there.
After he just went berserk last year and stayed healthy the whole year.
Yeah, they have it set at 40. They have it set at 14.25.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I mean, if he stays healthy for a full year, he could probably do that, but I'm not banking on him like staying healthy for a full year.
Yeah.
Or they just start with the BS like load management stuff.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these other running backs here and the rushing props, which some other ones could be. Like Jalen Hurts over 600 and a half rushing yards. Like that to me seems like a little bit of a stretch there too. Like, has he ever got, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone over that at least once in his career, but is that something he's consistently doing?
I'm not sure about that.
Here, let me take a look here. Rushing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He is consistently doing that. Jesus Christ. 630 last year, 605 the year before, 760 the year before that, and 784 the year before that. All right. Well, so trends suggest he's going to hit that.
There are, like, I bet, one I did bet was TJ Hawkinson over 3.5 touchdown receptions. I think that's too low for what I'm thinking might be JJ McCarthy safety blanket.
Yeah.
In the red zone. There. He's a big target. 4 is not a huge amount to ask for. And I also bet Rome Odunze over 62.5 receptions.
Whoa.
I think that's another guy that will take a leap this year and is going to be someone that Caleb Williams relies on because more is going to be covered a lot.
Jeez.
And that kind of also seemed a little high to me to start, but maybe not.
You said 62 and a half?
62 and a half, yeah.
Receptions for this year?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, that's, yeah. I mean, he essentially is the bona fide number 2 for that team.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he takes a giant leap this year. I looked earlier. I can't remember how many he had last year. But I think he takes a giant leap. And that's also kind of basing on if Caleb Williams can kind of figure it out. Yeah. So that one might be one where I just chalk it up if I'm like, okay, well, I've seen this before.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. I'm just looking at some of these, like, and I have my like instincts about him, like Devontae Adams over under 8.5 receiving touchdowns. Like my instinct on that one is like under.
Right. Yeah. That's an easy one. You could just be like over because he's always going to do that. But they got a lot of weapons, and Matt Stafford likes to spread that ball around.
Yeah. And if he's even going to be fully healthy this season, for God's sakes.
Yeah, but I mean, the Stetson Bennett experience looks pretty nice.
I mean, the value on it is not great, but DraftKings has Trey McBride over under at 4.5, and instincts say to take the over at over 4.5, but it's a minus 140 for him to do that. So it's like not great value, but I know he wasn't a big touchdown scorer last year, but Kyler looked for him often.
I'm already on Trey McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he gets into the end zone this year, finally. Like I said last pod that we did, Nico Collins, I'm already on him. Receiving yards, which is something I feel pretty good about. He's definitely the number one and one of the best players. I have a kind of a hot take in college, though, for I guess 2 teams, but I'm not as high as everyone is on Illinois this year.
Well, I would probably agree with you that, like, if there's one team in the top, just the top 15, that's like this team is not like the others. It's Illinois.
Like, they're getting a lot of hype this year, and
maybe you could tell me why. Is that just because they have a returning quarterback? Like,
they got a veteran team. They pretty much brought back everyone, minus the one running back they had who transferred to Georgia. But they still have another good running back there. But yeah, a lot of people are high on Luke Altmaier, like a lot of people. And that offensive line, if they can stay healthy, it seems like when I look at their injury report, a couple of their guys are always on there from their starting line. So that will be interesting, but they go to Montlake this year.
That'll be interesting.
By the way, just something I was thinking about today while I was driving home, weird thought that I was having, is I want the Ducks to anywhere we play in the water. Like we're playing Northwestern and Chicago on the lake this year, and Montlake, we go to Washington. Bring the fucking blow up duck that we brought to the Big Ten Media Day that first year. Just always have that Big Ten massive duck out there on the waters. So you can just see him peeking out there, like in the camera, and just be like, "We're fucking here." I don't know why I thought about that though.
Well, now I'm looking to see if there's any big, large body of water near Penn State.
No, it's in the middle of fucking nowhereville.
It looks like maybe there's some sort of rock quarry with a big old body of water in there. We can throw in the rock quarry.
No.
A little bit south of there is Raystown Lake. Raystown Lake.
It doesn't go by the stadium though, right?
No, it definitely does not. No.
Yeah, so
you're in thick Appalachia country, buddy.
Yeah, probably out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Man, that is really like smack dab right in the middle of fucking Pennsylvania. My God.
It's pretty
That is like right
ridiculous.
there. Oh, you're not too far from Punxsutawney. You can go visit the groundhog while you guys are there.
Oh, what I've always wanted to do.
Oh, man.
Bucket list right there.
So are you guys flying in on Friday and then leaving Sunday? Like what is your guys' schedule? Yeah.
Yeah, flying in on Friday. We leave Friday morning here at 10. We get there at 5. Because of the time difference. And then we'll go to our place that night.
You flying into Philly or Pittsburgh?
Weird enough, we are flying into Newark.
Oh, Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And then we're leaving from the Baltimore airport.
Wait, what? So you're flying in New York and then you're going to fly down to Baltimore?
We're flying out of Baltimore. That's how crazy, like, close all these, like, they're all this, there's so many airports and places and states that are so close to each other up there that you can pretty much get to anywhere in like 2-3 hours.
Yeah. Well, hey, go O's, baby. That's all I'll say about when you go to Baltimore. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. We are next time that I'll be talk to you, most likely. There will be some college football games under our belt.
Yes, I'm excited. Make sure you tune in Saturday morning, and then maybe help me out with a few of the afternoon ones because your boy is going to be at a damn wedding. So
yeah, that's rough. I mean, luckily it's week 0. I remember when Sam Long, he had his wedding week 0, and it was one of those where I'm like, we're going to make it happen, but you know.
It's going to be 95 degrees, though. I hate fucking summer weddings, 95 degrees. I'm in dress clothes, sweating through my white shirt. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Not ideal. You'll survive. You will endure. Hey, if I made it through this weekend and missing all the fun stuff and getting sick and dealing with crying babies on a camping trip that rained in the middle of August, I think you'll be able to make it through Saturday as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Well, hopefully get better, sir. I'll hopefully be seeing you soon.
Yep. Hopefully see you before I leave for San Francisco, but we'll definitely be catching each other next week for episode 27 as we do our kind of final preview of the season ahead.
Yep. That sounds good, man.
It's fucking wild when I'm typing emails to people about like Oregon Duck stuff and saying like we are 11 days away from kickoff or almost to single digits. Like blows my mind.
I couldn't be happier.
Neither could I.
Be happier.
Neither could I. All right, dude.
All right. Have a good one, man.
Peace. Have a good one.
Oh, my shoulder almost popped out. Closing my tab. Oh.